Hello. Hopefully it lets me record, because I've been crashing out a little bit because I have been trying to record and I have no space on my phone. And I'm literally about to upgrade my phone just to have more space. Like, that's the only reason. Like, my phone's completely fine. It has no problems. Except for it has no space. I don't know what to do. I don't know what to do. I had started recording another video and it got deleted because it has no space. So, yeah. But today's video, we're going to do it about mindset, mindfulness, mentality, all those good things. About how you think. Sorry, why do I have a boogie, bro? It's not a boogie, it's just like snot, dude. Oh. Anyways, today's video, I don't really have anything in my car to grab that right now, and I'm not about to just like, I'm recording the video. So, I felt like it was important to make this video because a lot of people in my age group and lower, a little bit upper too, they've been so nerfed by technology that they don't have the mindset that would help them survive even like 30 years ago. Because like people are still used to the technology we have being around, and for some reason I like people cannot help but compare themselves to other people online and feel some type of way, feel like, I don't know, it's hard to describe, but people are very, very learned helplessness ish now. Like, they have, a lot of people have learned helplessness now. I'll make a video on that another day, but literally, long story short, all learned helplessness is where you think one way, and so that makes your world be shifted in the way that pushes that belief, and that belief is usually a negative one. So like, if someone's learned helpless, they will believe that there is nothing out there for them, that they have no person for them, that they can't get married or something like that. Like, that's like a good example. And so since they think that way, every date they go on and everything they do with women will now be affected by that thought, and they will now act like they can't do better. They will act like they will act a certain way that will probably put women off because they believe they can't have a woman. They will act without confidence. They will act scared that something was going to go wrong, and they're just going to act weird. Okay, the sooner and the faster you get out of this learned helplessness mentality, the better you are as a human. And that's just a fact. Like, it's just a whole fact. Like, you can do so much more with yourself and your time and all your efforts if you stop limiting yourself and having limiting beliefs behind yourself. And the most annoying thing about people like this, who have this mentality, is it's almost impossible to tell them, hey, you're being stupid as fuck. You can do whatever you want. This life is yours to be had, and everything on this world is yours. And they just don't want to listen to it, because that's what it does. That's what it puts your mind in this infinite loop of believing that you're limited and that you can't do what other people can do, and that for some reason you're different, but like in the worst way possible. And I just think it goes back to everyone's mentality. People aren't being taught how to think about themselves. People aren't being taught how to be confident. Why are people... I just saw a school bus at 5:30, bro. That must suck ass to get out of school at 5:30. But people aren't being taught to be confident in themselves. They're not being taught to go beyond their limits. People aren't trying to push themselves ever, I've noticed. And it's just a mentality thing. People think that they can do the bare minimum nowadays and get away with it. Which there was a very short time period where that was true. You could do the bare minimum, but that was before the internet usually. Anyways, not usually, but before the internet really. And then now with how the economy in America is going and stuff, and how the world is going, you cannot get away with doing the bare minimum. You really can't. You are going to get left behind, because things are getting to such an extreme that only the extreme will survive in a way. In a way, like I said, it's not like you have to be extreme with everything you do, but you can't be doing the bare minimum. And that's why I think having a good mentality right now is the most important time ever. Because I do think some crazy shit's going to happen pretty soon here. Because we already see, dude, there's like all these not good attacks. I don't want to say the name of them on YouTube because YouTube might tweak on me. There's all these crazy attacks. There's the plane crashes and all that crazy stuff. There's all these things happening, and some people are literally out here crying and sad because they can't pull a woman. Bro, if you can't pull a woman in the peak of your male age, then what do you expect to do later? Okay? Anyways, I don't want to get onto that. That's going to make me mad. I don't want to get onto that. But you got to stop thinking you can't pull a woman, or you stop thinking that you can't do this or you can't do that, because the only reason you can't is because of your own self. Some things take time, some other things don't. But the only thing that is going to hold you back 100% of the time is yourself. Okay? That's just a fact. That's just straight facts. So I do think it's important to make a video about how I think mentality changes everyone's lives, and how it's very crucial as a person that you grow in your mentality and you become a way of believing in yourself. And something I do want to say, and I'm going to make a whole nother video about this one day soon, like for sure, is weed is like the worst thing for your mentality. It's not for everyone. The thing about weed is it hits everyone's brains differently, but 90% of people, I would say, at least 90, like it's a very, very, very small amount of people where it does not make you more depressed if you smoke it all the time. It does not make you less lazy. Like, it's very few people I would say should smoke weed. Very few. Because, like I said, I've seen it firsthand. A lot of people I see get caught in these thought loops because they're smoking all the time. A lot of people I see have no confidence because they're smoking all the time, overthinking things because they're smoking all the time, and they can't push they cannot push through these beliefs because they're always high off the ganja, and the ganja ain't doing shit for them. And I'm saying this as someone who used to smoke weed, okay? I'm not saying this as someone who's never smoked weed in their life. I'm not saying this as someone who has no idea what it's like. I used to smoke a lot of weed. I used to be high as fuck all the time. All the time I would be fucking fried. Dab pens, carts. I just said dab pens and carts. Dab pens, bongs, dabs, like actual dabs, you name it, bro. Edibles, I used to do it all. I used to be smoking all the fucking time. And that's a big reason why I believe this way. I also used to be fat too, and I never thought I could be skinny. And that's a big reason why I back fasting, but that's a whole nother video. Anyways, I just think it's important that a lot of people try and sober their mind up at least a little bit. Because when you are high off drugs all the time, that's not really you thinking. That's more of a high version of you that's not representative of you. Especially with weed, because it's so easy to be high all the time. Because it's such the thing about weed that's so dangerous is it's not inhibiting like any other drug. It's not like alcohol or hard drugs or anything that's going to inhibit your daily performance. So it makes it seem more acceptable to be high off of it all the time. But in reality, you being high off of it all the time is rewiring your brain and making it worse. As I said, you have these cannabinoids. Everyone has different amounts and everyone reacts to weed differently. But most people get a dependency from it if they smoke it all the time, and that dependency changes their brain to think that they can't live without it, and it changes them to be less confident while they have it. So at the end of the day, what the fuck are you even smoking for other than an addiction? But all because you're not sick and you don't have withdrawals doesn't mean you're addicted. Nigga, you're addicted. Okay? Anyways, because I've seen these people, and when I was trying to quit smoking weed too, bro, when I was trying to quit, that's when I knew it was addicting, because I just wanted to smoke like every now and then. Like, I just wanted to get high so bad. And then I was just like, no, like I had to go out of my way to quit smoking. If it wasn't addictive, you could put the shit down and never think about it again, and you would be fine. Which, like, some people can do, but not everyone. That's why I'm saying it's definitely addictive for most. Seeing it firsthand how many people I know that like have tried to quit and then like they can't go a couple days without having to hit something, bro. And that's just eating at your brain. It's eating at your mentality. So yeah, I just think it's important that you start doing things that help you grow as a person, that outside of drugs, video games, or escapism, you just do things that will help you get your brain going. I feel like the number one thing that helped me grow mentally, even though I'm not even at the peak of where I should be mentally, like I'm doing really good though, like I'm smart and I know what I'm capable of and stuff, but I feel like more people need to travel, bro. I know way too many motherfuckers who they just sit in their hometown fucking 24/7 days a fucking year. Like 24/7 days a year. Well, I think that makes sense. But yeah, dude, there's so many people down here who have not taken a trip out of the state, because I live in Florida. So many people. Bro, the rest of America is not like this, man. The rest of the world, let alone, I haven't even gotten out of the country other than on a cruise this year. But I need to go out of the country, like out of the country. But when I went to the Bahamas, it was not like this at all, but it was way worse. Like, Bahamas gave me gratuity because it looked like a shithole where I was at. Like, it just looked like the slums. Like, I felt bad for those people that were living there, like trying to hustle people. Like, that's such a shitty way to live. But people, and that's why I'm saying people are so learned helpless, because if they were to see someone living like that, the only way they can go back to their own life and think that they have shit bad, unless it's literally actually horrible, which is 90% of the time it's not, is by being in their own head and overthinking their ways of life and thinking about how things are so bad for them when they really aren't. You're over-exaggerating them, and this whole world is up to your perception. This whole universe, everything around you is up to your perception. No one lives in the same world as the next person over to them. Like, no one lives in the same universe as the person to the right or the left of them. And that's just how it is for everyone. Every single person lives in a whole different universe than each other, because we all perceive things differently. And that's why I'm trying to tell motherfuckers to stop limiting yourself, stop not believing in yourself, because no one else is here to believe in you, nigga. Fuck. So sickening, bro. People have way better lives than me, and they're fucking crying about bullshit all the time. Anyways, All right, I almost got fucking like actually mad, but that's just, that was just facts. It's just facts. It's just facts. And yeah, no, I just think that a lot of people need to work on their mentality and just grow as people, especially when you're an adult. Like, there's no more time to play games, like, not literally play video games. I mean, like, games with your mind and stuff. And, like, you just need to grow and do more stuff with your time, and then you'll see what makes you happy, and you'll see how you can be confident. You'll see what type of person you actually are, instead of just being stuck on technology all the time and thinking that you are glued. You're supposed to be glued to video games, shows, and movies. So yeah, holy shit, somewhat of a rant, but I hope you guys have a good one. I hope you guys had a beautiful day. I hope you guys enjoyed the video today, because I actually poured my soul into this one a little bit more. I enjoyed talking it though, and yeah, hope you guys are doing good. Peace.